when you're first getting started, one of the biggest things is, where do I start? Like, what do I even do? One of my good friends has like 12 different ideas of what she can do, right? And she's like, well, I want to write, but I kind of want to draw. And I really think that I would be a good life coach. And I'm really good at holding people accountable. And so her biggest problem is that she can't figure out where to even start. And I know that's a really broad question. So I'm leaning on you here. Where do you even start?
Okay, so this is where you start. You start with listing everything that you're interested in, right? So step one is put everything down that you're interested in. Step two is to think about 10 years from now. Not tomorrow, but 10 years from now. And if you're trying to figure out, like, what do I want to do with the majority of my time, right? So what sort of business do I want to start, or what career do I want to get into, or what do I want to pursue? Ask yourself, with each of those things that you've listed, ask yourself, where, if it's 10 years from now, how do I feel about this, right? About each of them. And then ask yourself, how would I feel if I made this my choice? Like, if I'm doing it full time in 10 years, how would I feel if I'm doing it full time in 10 months from now? How would that feel? And then how would I feel if I'm doing it full time in 10 days? Now, some of them might be things that you want to do, you know, you're like, but I want to do this now, and I want to do this now, and I want to do this now. And so another perspective is to remember that you don't have to do everything at one time, right? So you can even break up your life. And this is what people who are multi-potentialites, or scanners, as some people call them. So people who have a lot of different interests and like learning more than anything else, or starting things new. You can break your life up and you can say, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to focus on this for the next 3 years. Then I'm going to focus on this for the next 3 years. Then I'm going to focus on this for the next 3 years. So that's another way you can do it, is kind of think about like doing things chronologically if there are things that require a lot. Or you can always just pick one, make that your main focus, and then just do a little something on the side as you need it.
For sure. I never thought about doing something for just a little while and then like having a deadline or a time frame that you were going to do that. I guess I've kind of thought about business that way, because for me, I never wanted to work. I never wanted to go to school. I wanted to be a mom. And I'm like, I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom. That's what I'm going to do. And my parents are like, what if that doesn't work out? Like, maybe you should go to college, like, just in case. And then here I am, almost 35 years old, and it never worked out. So it was a good thing, right? Good thing I did the just in case.